former deputy finance minister Abena Osei Asare ono ena na ye Ken Ofori ne deputy finance minister na ena Kevin Taylor de ensem bi ababeto dia aha gossip politics TV. So unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any updates bi be drop no won so onsa ebetumi akabina straight bullet bi akọ deputy finance minister according to Kevin Taylor no abusua or say Ken Ofori wadwane every Ghana say no yes a Ghana ye question yes a former deputy finance minister Abena Osei Asare na oko public account committee chairpersons na ono otisubi and ye drag oko public account committee ono na ebe put questions na ye ama Kevin Taylor aba be blast na oche say sa maame no yes ye picking it up with immediate effects because Ken Ofori ne bonia odin wo Ghana ha say bi no allegedly maami a ye friend no Abena Osei Asare onim hu bi unauthorized contract bi ana ekokoso sikaria bi a ekoso wo man ne mu bi a ama Ken Ofori wadwane afri kromia no say attorney general any state securities no institutions agencies no take quick action na frame maami no na investigations there ekoso na eni kwan se maami no onenam ha by this time because ono enana deputy finance minister to Ken Ofori enti Ken Ofori edwane dia maame no se ye question no ye picking up na okoko face law no anas okoko face justice enti no enemy ya no Kevin Taylor order say maame a ye friend no Abena Osei Asare no se ko na yakọ picking up na yede no face justice no with immediate effect abusua momi yanko na yanko tie ensema Kevin Taylor ede to jana Ghana ha say open laptop papa na say open computer papa borrow Perosi computers and accessories abusua eho na eche say laptop fee say ode your business open gaming machine ana say ode eco school abusua enye problem Perosi computers obenya laptop papa ma eho na ye laptop fee laptops in your computers are ye de ye adwuma nyina no Perosi na HSS providing nyina e de man na de ade ba akwa de women say opese osanso repair o laptops and as o phones are ye wo quality and as a professional repairers e wo ho na e ba location there enye problem say wato computer no yemfamra UK yemfamko Germany yemfamra US abusua o location no enye problem and baby a location no so wo anas baby a Perosi computer se wo Kumasi Bokrom estate Eli abusua Perosi computer se ho na laptop papa fie wo se ohia bia frɛ number na eche se egu ye screen no enchen 0247 030 108 abusua enye enonko ha 0597942133 Perosi computers and a laptop papa and computers papa if e want no free number na e was on mommy corner yankonkoti and some just say a course so political highway so madam I say
I want us to talk about PAC Public Accounts Committee recovered over 106 million Ghana cedis between 2020 and 2024 to the state by inviting institutions and individuals. Public Accounts Committee recovered over 106 million Ghana cedis between 2020 and 2024. So 4 years, they recovered only 106 million. Nobody went to jail. In Kwasia, this Public Accounts Committee is one of the most useless committees we are spending money on. From 2020 to 2024, 4 years, all the auditors and the people they hauled before them and questioned them and admitted on camera they have taken our money, only 106 million. Now, Mumbusa Public Accounts Committee say, only this year, how much have we spent on the Public Accounts Committee traveling around the nation? This is stupid. They're living in 3-star hotels when they travel to a region. They're being given chauffeurs. They are being fed. They are giving bodyguards. They are spending fuel. We are giving them per diem. How much have they spent? Millions. So for 4 years, if we have not been able to jail anybody, people who have stolen from us, from different institutions, that this is a failed committee. It is a failed committee. We need to shut it down. Mimaka Assembly every time for a long time. The Public Accounts Committee, it is even helping these criminals in our public institutions to devise plans or ways to steal from us. Why are we still sitting in parliament with this incompetent lady, Nkomu Kasenka Grace Jones, a woman who was the deputy to Ken Ofori-Atta, who is now a wanted criminal? Jesus Christ. Ken Ofori-Atta be Esika. Today we have made a case against him in Ghana. In Ghana's books, Ken Ofori-Atta is considered a potential criminal. This was the lady who was his deputy. Then salad way, Nkomu Kasenka says a crime about time but transfer or no interview. How can you make a criminal interview a criminal? I see Adrian Yejuma. I see a Nimunyansa. Ken Ofori-Atta, this guy. Sakwawi. Bonia Wabedi Akwawi.
Which were really bad times where we all slept at the petrol station. So that's indication that, you really need to get up and talk about it, because we cannot, as a nation that deserves so much more, come to this level.
I'm working like a bull and I'm paying my taxes. The government got to work like a bull as well and make sure that my road is fixed, that I have electricity, that I have water. That is their job. It is not for me to tell the president how to fix the economy. If he didn't know how to fix the economy, why did he run?
Were really bad times where we all slept at the petrol station. So that's indication that, you really need to get up and talk about it, because we cannot, as a nation that deserves so much more, come to this level.
I'm working like a bull and I'm paying my taxes. The government got to work like a bull.
That is Ken Ofori-Atta. He was our finance minister for 8 years. Abeno Sayasare. Nkomu Kasenka. She was Ken Ofori-Atta's deputy. And sa adie we abetina also ono momu air questioning call for some abokro no ye jimi ana into parliament ye nya nyansani bia mana betina sa committee we so sa maami we ekuro bia ni wo be mana betina committee so anka Ken Ofori-Atta oya wanted nka o se maami we ni Ken Ofori-Atta gina dakam I say kuro na etimu no I say nimu nyansa. What moral right does this Kramaiba time have to come and sit and say she is rather questioning auditors? So you see, when these government workers, these civil servants, when they come to sit before them, they see the woman as a toy Jimmy for, because to them they saw the damage she did with Ofori-Atta. So they don't take the parliament serious. They didn't take the committee serious, because I'm an internal auditor for a government institution. Now, what abna sorry, otu some questions are me government and not parliament so Jimmy, because you are a criminal. You, at this point, we are talking about Ken Ofori-Atta. Ken Ofori-Atta's main person who was his deputy was you. It's minimum to go to Ghana for crisis so a crime about time we so, because any anger towards Ken Ofori-Atta should be directed to this crime about time, because she worked with Ken Ofori-Atta for 8 years. So this Grace Jones does not have any moral right to question any government institution, question any auditor, question any civil servant, because she used to work as a government worker. She was a civil servant, but ono kronvono we jani di atu one or no question obi. So you see, the auditors come in front of this park or public accounts committee and they see them as fools, because you are making a criminal sit there to question me. So they will not take anybody sitting there serious, and that is what is defeating the purpose of the public accounts committee. Because me a teacher me a Ghana worker na me betina wana me hu abra Sayasare. The only thing that rings is Ken Ofori-Atta deputy ni Ken Ofori-Atta as we speak, or ye kronfo a yahwehwe no na ono at Ghana na nam Ghana ne pa den se kodu ne pa den se de hwe asamwa betina ka jem say I don't understand, where did he keep the money? Kwasi asem we otibi we, when in kwasi asem we otibi we, morally she's not supposed to be on that committee. Morally, say a person parliament a recognizable institution. Now public accounts committee, yenya people who have credibility. This Grace Jones, Kramaiba is not supposed to sit there, because every anger towards Ken Ofori-Atta should be channeled to this lady, because she was a deputy Ken Ofori-Atta for 8 good years. And this lady sat in it. Let me tell you, when it comes to political crime, you are not supposed to put a pen on paper and write for you to be guilty. Even your moral support to that crime, you can land in jail. Do you know that? And until sometimes when you question people in a meeting, recently, on said Daman, mine and Ibrahim Mahama was purchasing, would be a competitive bid. When he went to cabinet, the president of the republic did what? He excused himself. Why did he do that? Because he did not even want to sit. When he sits in the meeting and does not even utter a word, his presence and being part of the meeting will influence the decision. So the president did what? He excused himself. He decided to step away from the cabinet meeting so that the process, the deliberation, sir, in Komodo Mubedino, he will not be part because the man, Ibrahim Mahama, is his brother. So the president took the right decision by stepping away from the meeting. The president excused himself. He decided not to even be part of the conversation. Into political crime, we are not supposed to see Osei Asariana Kamaba Tanwe writing a signature or signing something. The fact that she was in those meetings that kind of held and to dupe this Ghana as a country, she is basically culprit in this whole crime. But you see, Yama Kronfo and TV so busan for question say, oh no, ne nufun getting or no buso be say, obi a Kronfo. Hey, my bottom. So you see, the people who sit before this public accounts committee, they don't respect anybody sitting there. Or more parliamentarians or Jimmy. Because how can you make a criminal sit before me? Such a foolish thing we are doing in Ghana. I see morals in Naira. I see a how can you make this criminal? She is because she was a deputy kind of reactor. Yatna Kromha. Ya accuse Ekufuado and Bawumia of corruption, stealing from us. At a point, Bawumia told us there are some things that happened that he was not part of. But Bawumia, at the end of the day, was in cabinet. Bawumia listened to every conversation. Bawumia, whether he nodded or did not nod, he did not oppose decisions made in cabinet. So Bawumia takes the responsibility. He takes the hit because he was part of that deliberation. Into Mami Webeye Kerofurata deputy for 8 years. When it made deputy 8 years, she's technically the finance minister. Now, kwasi asemu ye jiminti ni akofa body hunu we abegina o se ono meto to nkofo ano. Are we stupid? Our anger towards Kenofrata should go to this lady. So we Kenofrata ye bibi na unya na waka asama che na untumi a mami we na also ka asama che no. So Kenofrata, I express your views, your anger towards him in the form of writing or verbally. You need to direct it to this board Banche Hono because she was with the guy for 8 years. It's me I see like me to say I saw bodamni. There are no morals. Oni nyanse bi also nkotina sa table. It you see the civil servants, they sit and when they go to these meetings and they see her in their heads. So ubedi 8 years deputy finance minister. That is what they say in their head. So it encourages them to lie to us. It gives them that confidence to sit there and lie because nipa no team anymore or say be oya kronfo. It's moral rights ben also a question. And most of the people who appear before the committee, they don't respect the committee. They see them as criminals. You know why? Because of this lady. Neho bon bini. And I say political shit. She smells of political shit. And nobody will sit and say, let me listen to this woman. I didn't know say because for the past 8 years, I knew the job she did. And at this point, her boss has even run away from Ghana. Every meeting, this woman sat in it. IMF, Dian, she was there. So if you don't see her signature on a document, it does not mean that she did not support the criminality. So why is this in your own way sitting there and questioning people? Morally, I see about them. The foolishness of us. MPP for me catch them say, "Muni ebia, ayana mo yene chesa je mo bini bini. Mo problem no. I know you people want to sign me on loan. I get it, but munyame bi amoye no. Anytime I say." I know, sir, and you're just losing it. Like there's some pain behind it. And every day, be I'm sorry. Now, sa pain be simutima. And I say, calm down. Mumbra form. I control. Mumbra form. And oyonyame na diamame. Enyama huwa diyo. Oyonyame. On say for a very long time. On say mo refi mposa mabojo Mahama din. Me catch him 2024. I said I will control the party. And at the end of the day, I will nullify the party. And that is what I'm doing. And I'm doing it with the truth. It does not matter whoever pops up, say, oh, MPP ni, or Kasama MPP. I don't see anybody. My job here is to make sure, say, I nullify Atro. Atro na mo de party, no. I want to make sure, say, enkwara omodi from 28 years, eba you know, obiya betin who free MPP. That is my job. But it will take me 42 years to make sure say me good MPP way. dear mobile 3 times na ka hono me gu ni nyina ansa na ma retire because me gu MPP we are mobile foforo me gu eno so mobile another one me gu no the last one me gu na ma retire. That is the thing. So a next generation distraction when you find the matrix distraction me bo wo ha etumi pie wo moma so enti I want you people to sit down and ask yourselves part ni ewom no den na ye pe mo pe to me and ye pe to me okay ye better ni age to me oh your candidate no ye hwan a candidate no ye ton na ebe ye na Kevin Taylor wo ho no e better ni aton a candidate no your candidate no so ye trofo your candidate ni azan your candidate ni na yere no mo bu Ghana for so mo jimi ye nheda ni message be ma candidate nti na wo se ye yenkopa Kevin chew ana yemfa ya no bebutu ne to na onja ne nan gum ana yembo mpa na Kevin mfa ye bo ne ncheye ana yengu pattern sa nyoma ne sa na wo se motena se. I know you are in pain, I know, and it's not my fault. I'm very sorry. I wish I could help, but the pain you people are going through, I can't do anything about it. I can't. And you see, Akure Jimmy na onim so with Jimmy, it becomes very difficult for Akure so be free Jimmy no. The worst thing is you people know some way Jimmy, but as much as you know, you don't want to move away from the foolishness. I'm hurt for you. Every day I pray for you guys. I know a lot of you are developing a lot of problems, you know, but what can I do? I cannot change. I'm not sure, say, none of you MPP for Mundi attempt and I say, in some America, more than what I say. You have said a lot. If you have a video, whole chairman, this is the lowest point of a cow. That is the lowest point of a cow. And me ma pa trolls, munim trolls. Ma pasa yesri nipa ho. Me ma pasa ade no ho. Yeah, me ma pasa ade no ho. So if you want to get to me, the only way you can get to me is to bring the truth. But one for Madia, you can't get to me. And I can tell you, the whole Ghana and around the world, Ghana Nibio Yeshubia, nobody's platform is beautiful than mine. My sound is better, my camera is better, my everything is better. I have more platforms than anybody can handle. I pay $5,000 a month to put TV on for free, no advertisement. All because I want to destroy you and I am destroying it. So my promises are being fulfilled by the Almighty Allah. Maminchia Makakra. Mr. P. It is, what's the time? The time is 4:53. Why is the General Secretary of the MPP? Where Jimmy too? Kevin is not relevant. Nobody's listening to him. Kevin did not tell him. But someone check here for the past 2 weeks. It is me, Kevin Taylor. What have I done? Me come Mahama buying home. Me nji appointment. Me nkotna. Me nye bibia metiane me. Ma America ya meti. Nkuko bo ne kitchen ya me ye medjuma free mu. Eno no asa. Kitchen muchia baako. Rice cooker baako. Ena yi ahomedi botire miensa. Me shop crab baby America. Ewo DC. Ai ahomedi botire. Go and see. Eno no. Minye bibia de bia intimuni nkofo mebu some question president wo vice president wo your interior minister your direct your frustration, direct it there. What have I done? I am just somebody in America mini capre ehia me metemere kitchen me makro ne aduane di me watete me tu nyina atete me bre edie pa na moje no me ho bloggers here mo from me blogger obi aye de me ye bi. Why don't you people focus on them? What have I done? Oh God. Why? What have I done to deserve this? Deserve all this? Now, Papa Penino, regional chairman, Kevin Taylor, oh my meso so at the end of my year. This is me a day. Me a day. Minim de menye. Me hu de menye. Just I don't know. Minim put de menye po. I just even don't know. The catch-up team, they say, they come to the studio, they should hang the things for me. It's very, very important to me. These are party things that we can't just allow them to be. Let me hang it. Me catch it, team. When you come to the studio, all these things are important. These are things that we cannot just allow to just slide. These are things we need to hang for the world to know that we are part of the family. 2026 year, Bekachom se ba umia na be wini obe wiemu e kan munye sanyo we na mo fan see. Yeah, I was a staff. So let's start the show. Presidential. Mo. Hey. All right, mami chia nipa kakra. Never you made the so. I say there. Be show be bede. Good evening to Fari. How are you doing? I know you're watching me tonight. Farihana. Good evening to you. You're watching me tonight. Your friends are doing well.
Okay, abusuan we ne ensema ekoso e wo political highway so Ken Ofori ne deputy minister abusuan ono na Kevin Taylor e de ne ho nsem e betu dwade ma on subscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any update be drop no won so won sa e betumi akabi medamase.